All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in to Network Live TV, where we're going to talk about how to increase your networking efforts locally, nationally, or internationally, as well as discuss things that will help you up your game online. We are here weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. I am your host, Sabrina Watson, founder of NetworkLiveVirtually.com, where you can grow your business through creating live virtual relationships all over the globe. Our meetings and membership are totally free, so don't miss your chance to network and build relationships with amazing people. I want to make sure that our audience also knows that we are looking for people who are absolutely serious about building their brand and businesses while establishing their authority and creating a larger circle of influence to join us as virtual networking hosts. People we're looking for are going to have three main qualities. They're team players, self-motivated, and dependable. So if you feel like you have these qualities, please reach out to me and we'll talk about the benefits of being a host with NetworkLiveVirtually.com. We currently have around 600 registered users in over a dozen countries, including we just had a new country join us just south of Russia. So that is just craziness. I want to thank my guests today for taking time out of their busy days to come chat with us and tell us all about themselves, what they got going on, as well as give you some tips and tricks. I have Gracie Ruth this morning, and I have Sean Thomas. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So it is, what is it? Is this the second day of spring? When did spring happen? Yesterday?
I think it was Monday yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Yesterday was Monday.
Yes.
So, and where are you girls at?
I am in California, and the flowers are blooming in this area, and the sun is coming out, and it's nice. You can see spring here.
What about you, Sean? Where are you at?
I am in my home city of Atlanta, Georgia, and it was beautiful blue skies here as well. But it is a little cold. It's a little cold. We had 80 degrees on Saturday, and Sunday it was 50. So it's a little cold here.
Okay.
Okay, drop-ins won't show. Heads up, drop-ins won't show. I'm just trying to figure this extra seat thing out here. It doesn't show in the recordings apparently, but they're still working on it. And yesterday, I got to tell you, Sean, that yesterday my guest was in Chicago also.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? You're going to have to watch the replay on YouTube of Chicago because he's a videographer in your area. So
awesome.
Well, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, that's right, Atlanta. Okay, see, I get them all confused. Mm-hmm. I live in, I'm outside of Tampa, so, unless I look at my my map, I'm totally lost. That's right, Atlanta, Chicago. Oh, you're right. They're not even close, are they?
One is in the north, one is in the south. Like.
Yep, I'm all messed up.
Right, I'm closer to you. Me and you are neighbors.
Yes, actually, you are. You are much closer to me. Well, except that right now, I was just telling Gracie that I'm actually in Tennessee. I have kids in the service, so I'm in Tennessee babysitting. My daughter's in the Air Force, and she had to go get a plane. I don't know how that works, that you just go get a plane, but she had to go get a plane. So I have to babysit her children while she goes and gets a plane.
And how old are these little kids?
About 2 and 7.
Oh, okay, very little.
Yeah, very little. So it's fun. I enjoy it a lot.
It's grandma on duty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
This is I'm the on-call babysitter quite frequently, actually, because she's also married to a man in the service. So they could totally be going opposite directions, like at any time.
Oh, wow.
If one gets deployed or the other gets deployed, then I have to fly up and babysit. So, but her husband's getting close to retirement, so that won't be happening a whole lot longer. Well, that'll be kind of a bummer. I won't be able to babysit the children.
So enjoy while you can.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I want to introduce you guys to Gracie Ruth, and then she's going to tell us all about herself. She is a social media and visual content strategist. She works with women entrepreneurs and helps them create branded visual content that connects and sets them apart in the sea of social media. So fill us in, Gracie, what does that mean?
I help them create images using Canva, but using Canva is such a simple application, online application. So I teach them the creative part of it, not just put a picture and type of message, create images that stand out, get stock photos that actually will speak to your audience, because many times when we first start, we're just like, oh, I'm gonna grab just a simple picture and say, come join me on my my freebie or something like that. But people the images need to captivate, need to be attractive enough to make people want to go, what is this about? Let me find out what is this. So I give them the creative ideas of how to make them be branded, because when you first start, you don't know, you don't have a logo, you don't have an official tagline, so you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna type see my product or see my service. But so I teach them how to bring your brand into images, into stock images.
And so do you offer a service where you teach Canva or you teach branding, or is there really a difference? Let's talk about that for a quick second.
I have a course where I teach them the beginning, the very basics of branding, and bringing that branding into your Canva work, into your Canva visuals. And I also teach them how to create some images with using PicMonkey, because some images need, a lot of people don't have access. Not most people have access to Photoshop. So sometimes you need to give a little retouch to the picture. So that's what you can use PicMonkey, and I teach them that too. So I teach them basics of branding and apply that into their graphics.
And that's a course that we can find on your site, Gracie. And where is your website? If you want to go ahead and just post the link in there.
GracieRuth.com.
And of course, tell us, because you know how Facebook, how Blab is. It might be on the recording and it might not be in the recording.
Yes, GracieRuth.com. I have a free course to teach the beginnings of what is Canva, what is PicMonkey, how to put your creative flavor into stock images, because how to put your logo, your branding, your watermark, and how to make words stand out. So it's a comprehensive free course, and then I have a course that it's a full complete course on how to create different types of graphics. So your branding course, Gracie, is free? Yes.
Okay. And we can find that at GracieRuth.com, correct?
Yes, just click on the opt-in and sign up, and you'll get to the course.
Okay, I'm going to make a note here because it's a free branding course, and I want to make sure that we have that link available so that people can go there and take your free branding course. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I've heard of a free branding course. But I got a lot more questions for you, but I want to introduce Shawn. She operates a digital marketing agency specializing in helping entrepreneurs who have a mission, vision, and purpose, creating amazing, credible visibility in their businesses so they can better change the world. She holds a master's degree in business science and management and has worked in the corporate world for over 20 years in various executive positions. Her knowledge of business, marketing, and relationships is what distinguishes her from anyone else in her field. Additionally, she's a proud Georgia Peach, mother of 4 amazing children, and the founder of the movement Entrepreneur Her. Now, see, you made up a word there, and I can't even say it. Entrepreneur, which exists to encourage women to never give up on their quest for business ownership. Shawn also enjoys helping people to discover their greatness and accomplish that with which only they have the power to do. Her marketing company and movement are aligned both to do just that, change the world. So welcome, Shawn. Tell us all about what you do and how you do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, yes, I am the founder of the movement. It is Entrepreneur Her. It is my belief that as women in business, we literally have to think differently. You have to become a new her as a woman entrepreneur. Things are different for women in business. And I started that movement because in my digital marketing agency, I work with a lot of amazing women And a lot of them are wearing 15,000 hats. And you ladies can probably attest.
Oh, yeah.
Your daughter's going to get a plane, for God's sake. She's got to go get a plane. So with all the hats that we wear as women, one of the last things that we do for ourselves is those ideas, those visions, those dreams that we have for ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, that's entrepreneurship. We put on the back burner so everybody else is taken care of. So in my digital marketing agency, I help women to further their amazing business and give them a platform to create what I've done for myself, which is not only visibility, but being credible in their visibility. So with that marketing expertise, I give them that leverage to then separate themselves from everybody else in the crowd and showcase their movement, which is our passion project. So Entrepreneur Heart is my passion project. My movement is aligned with my business. So that's what I help my ladies in business do. Most of them want to change the world. Most of them want to help more people, but they can't figure out how they're going to help people and make money at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it is my gift, my vision to merge those things and help them to align them and still make the kind of money they are used to making, but also change the world while they do so.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry, Grace. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I like her movement. Sounds amazing.
I know it does sound amazing, doesn't it?
Yes.
I have to ask you, Sean, because I got to tell you now, I talk to anywhere between 2 to 4 entrepreneurs, male and female, every single day. And the number one issue that they all have is marketing and sales online. So is there 1 or 2 tips or tricks you could give our audience who's watching this replay that will help them step out a little bit in that marketing?
Well, yes, there is. I think that a lot of entrepreneurs don't spend enough time with a marketing plan. Everybody works on business and they work on making money and they work on pushing out graphics and pushing out more material on social media. And it's not aligned with an actual marketing plan. So it's all disconnected. It's totally disconnected. I think that the number one tip that I always give is, because everybody knows they need to be on social media, but they're not using it appropriately.
Yeah.
People on social media nobody goes on social media. The regular people on social media are not going to buy anything. They are going to do one of 3 things. They're going to look and see who their past high school sweetheart is booed up with today, who their family and friends, the baby pictures. They're looking at the inside lives of their friends or their foes. They're not looking to buy from us. So we have to not disrupt the conversation with marketing and sales, but we have to join in that conversation and tell our business story without selling our business story. Social media is about telling and not selling. And if you tell a great story, the magic happens in your inbox. The goal of social media is not to get the front page of your page to sell for you. The goal is to get people interested enough in what you're doing to move them to the inbox to start a conversation so you can get them on the phone. And I think that if you think along those lines and stop thinking along the lines of I need to push my business and let everybody know exactly what I do, then you will be leveraging social media the right way. It is about telling a story of business and not selling the story of business. Period. I've been on social media forever. I have never, hardly ever pushed exactly what I do. But what you will see is a lot of me and a lot of my life. And my life is very busy, but I have a very thriving business. My life is busy, and what the magic happens in the inbox. And I get inboxes at least 3 to 7 a day of people saying, I don't know what you do, but I want a little bit of it.
You got to love that, right?
Good.
Exactly.
So you two, your messages are pretty aligned, right? Because you kind of need both components. You need Gracie to get your branding happening, and you need Sean to get your marketing happening, because those 2 things both got to happen, right, simultaneously. Let's talk about that, ladies. How do those happen simultaneously, and why?
Well, it's like you cannot have a car without wheels, so you need them together to roll and grow and have visibility.
So it's important that when you do that branding, you want what are some of the tips or tricks for doing branding, Gracie? So when you do branding, you want people to be able to recognize you like this, right?
Yes. Be consistent. Have your fonts, your color, your message consistent throughout the social media, and your name consistent, and the same picture consistent all throughout, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and your blog consistent and easy to remember. Because if you have some crazy name that only you know how to remember, then it's not going to help anyone. I mean, to bring people in and help them out. And catchy, like Entrepreneur, it's a catchy name, and it's a name that any woman would want to say, hey, I want to sign up. I want to be her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love it.
Exactly. And then guess what? The first thing you said, Gracie, when I came on is, I love your purple hair.
Yeah.
That is on purpose. That is a brand color. And guess what happens when the purple haired lady, word entrepreneur, walks into a room?
They remember you. They may not
Absolutely.
remember your name, but they know what you do. They know they want to sign up, and they're like, hey, here, take my money. Sign me up.
Exactly.
So my parent company, it's so funny that you guys say that. My parent company, the actual name of it is Mellow Monkey Media.
Oh.
And now people will not remember my name, but I can walk in the room and they go, you're the monkey lady. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well,
but it
it's
works,
good.
right?
It is good because you're on their mind, and they wanna, whenever they need your services, they're like, oh yeah, the monkey lady, yeah, let's call her up.
The monkey lady.
Good, awesome. I like your purple hair, but I don't have purple hair. I have red hair, but it's not as noticeable as yours. It's lovely.
Well, my
Not every-
brand, in all honesty, my brand is Sean Thomas, and it's the bolder choice for business. So purple hair is bold. It meets my personality. It meets my brand. My brand is bold.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's who I am. And when you get to me, then that's another thing. Your brand should represent who you are, and it should attract your clients that you want to work with. My brand is bold. My brand is fun. I stay on a level of 10. If you're a little quiet and you're a little mute and you're very subdued and monotone, I'm going to get on your nerves. And so you need to know that, because my brand is bold. My brand is fun. My brand is in your face. And that's going to get on my nerves, and it's going to get on yours. So it really does encompass who you want to attract as well. Your brand should encompass who you want to attract and speak to your ideal clients. My clients should align with me, because I need them to be fun.
Right. You have the magnet to attract the right people, the target the right people. Yes, awesome. I love it.
Sean, I think also when you're being bold like that, when you're talking about like your purple hair and you're being bold, I think that also shows an element of confidence, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think
confidence is contagious.
Yes. Yeah, your personality is so friendly that people wanna be part of your tribe right away. They're like, hey, let's go hang out with the purple hair lady.
Mm-hmm. You'd really be surprised. You'd really be amazing. But that bold move, and you guys all know who Kim Loon is, and she's got blue hair.
Mm-hmm.
But that bold move and that confidence, those are all really very attractive. I think that they really have a tendency to draw people in. Yeah. But even once they draw people in, don't you think that do you still find that people are still wanting to get to know you well enough for the whole know, like, and trust factor to still be able to do business with you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they still want to know. Yeah, because I could paint my hair green, but if I don't have good information, good content, valuable content that will help someone, people will say, next.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I think that a lot of it has to do with being authentic and leveraging tools like this. And I know the word is overused. Authentic is overused, but it's the truth. But leveraging tools like Blab, like Periscope, like Facebook Live, does so much more to create a level of know, like, trust faster than anything else that we've seen. Video, audio, there's Anchor now. There's so many live platforms that you can now build that know, like, trust. It has catapulted my movement. I have a Facebook group. I have an event that I host. There are tons of new people that are migrating to me because they see, hear, they can identify with my passion and what I actually do. If you listen to what I say and listen to the way that I deliver my content and the actual care and what I push out, you can't help but want to be aligned with the movement, because it's really about trust, it's about loyalty, and it's really about helping each other build real relationships. And not only talking about it, but I promote doing real business, meaning spending some money with each other. It's not about it's too many groups that are out here just talking about, oh, I like you and I like you and I like you. No. Transfer money, because we're in business. We have to support each other with more than lip service. We have to spend money. Otherwise, there's no reason why we're doing all this. There's no reason to be in business if all we're going to do is just kumbaya with each other.
So I think that's a very important point, Sean, and that's something that we really need to talk about quickly, because I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that in this whole social media movement where people are actually selling on social media, I think that sale is sometimes difficult, and people want to trade and they want to get stuff for free. And I think that part of that is the fact that there's a whole lot of hackers out there. So how do you set yourself apart from the hackers? Let's be honest for a minute. How do you do that?
Well, for the one, I think that real recognizes real. And I tell, because I have a group of at least 2,000 ladies that follow me on a daily basis. And they come to my events. I have live events, and I know I can get 100 people in the room quickly. But the thing about it is, I tell them all, you have to do your research. If you're going to be in any kind of business, you have to be able to do your research. Everything is Googleable. And yes, that is my word.
Googleable.
Everything. Googleable.
I like that. Googleable.
And you can Googleable. You can Google me. Google me and see what is being said about me. If you get on Facebook and you search for Sean Thomas or Entrepreneur Her, if you see anything negative, please call it out. There is nothing that I am not proud of that is on any kind of digital media, because I control it and I manage it, and it's real. The hackers, the naysayers, the people that are out here really doing bad business, you can see that they're doing bad business. But you have to, the only way you're going to do that is if you Google them, if you do your research. I am so appalled at so many people giving thousands of dollars to so-called business owners, and getting stiff, getting ripped off, and they're crying. And I tell my ladies, there is no crying in business right now, because you didn't do your due diligence.
Oh, wow.
If you had did a little bit. If you had did a little bit of due diligence, you would have not been in that situation. Because if I just little old me, girl from Atlanta, Georgia, can tell you to go and look for a bad review on me. Look for something negative on me before you do business.
Right.
Anybody can get 10 of their friends to get on their website and give a great testimonial. Anybody can pass along their best friend's contact information and tell you to call them for a review. Anybody can do that, but they can't control that digital footprint.
Right.
You haven't done your due diligence. If you spend money with a company and you haven't done due diligence, then that's on you.
Agreed. Absolutely. You know, it's funny that you.
And I believe one of the things you said that really is a pet peeve of mine is the free. Everybody wants something for free, or they want to barter. Free, in essence, has no value. And anything that I'm attached to has value. So I don't do anything for free. I will gift with no intention of lack on my part. But free has no value. And I really get on my ladies for doing things for free and on barter. Because if you have kids to feed and you got bills to pay, you don't have time to free or barter.
Right.
Well, there's no skin in the game if you don't have the investment. So.
Right. It's like with anything. If you give kids free money, they will never see the value of it.
More
So the same thing with business. If you give them a free course, a free complete, 6-week course, they're not gonna see the value and they're not gonna appreciate it, and they're gonna want more free stuff.
and they're not
Right.
going to do
On
it.
top of that, they're not gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I think the fact of the matter is that those people are really trying to get their businesses up and running out here on, internet land and social media land, and they're running around using only the free courses. They're never really going to go anywhere.
No.
Because they're going to spend 3 times as much to get where they need to go instead of just going out, doing the due diligence, just like Sean is talking about, finding the right people, investing in the right people and the right products, and getting on that path and going down that road.
Mm-hmm. When I see people getting like a free webinar here and taking notes and another freebie here, I see it like when you go to Costco, they have a little booth and they give you a little sample of the next cheese or the ham or the little pizza, and people go there during lunchtime, but that's not lunch. It doesn't make lunch. That's the same thing.
That's true.
Freebie here, freebie.
I used to do that, though. I used to do that.
I know lots of people that do that.
If you're walking by and you grab a freebie, it's okay. But there's people that I have seen at Costco. They go from one booth to another, and then they're like, "Oh, what else should I eat?" And I'm like, "Oh, is that lunch?"
All right, ladies, I want to ask you both about why you do what you do. But first of all, Sean, let's talk about services and products that you offer. Go ahead if you would like and place your website there in the chat box and talk to us about, do you have any evergreen courses? Do you have mastermind courses? What have you got going on that folks can purchase to learn marketing from you?
Well, for me, I only have one program. I have a signature program, and it's called Credible Visibility. It is the only thing that I am promoting right now. It is a very high-end program, and it is a done-for-you marketing system. We do extensive personal branding. We do start with personal branding. I believe that you have to get personal with business these days. So we start with personal branding. We do your unique value proposition, messaging, brand colors, analysis. We have went out to corporations like KPMG and aligned our program with big companies like KPMG and really brought it down to the entrepreneurial level. So corporate branding, the unique value proposition, your messaging, color coordination. We don't choose colors because it's your favorite. We choose colors because what the demographics show is that this color aligns with what you're presenting. So all of that is done. We then build an amazing website that has all of the functionality to work while you sleep. And we also incorporate that with email marketing. I believe that building a list is the premise of every business owner. That is your foundation. Your database is everything. So we also do a whole year worth of email marketing campaign and credible visibility. We write that for you, potentially with your demographics in mind and your client base. We also do social media marketing and branding on the 4 main platforms that I identify with my clients. There's only 4 that my clients need to focus on. So we upload, manage, maintain those particular platforms for 2 full months to give them the legs to stand on so that they can then run. We also know that mobile is the way of the future. So all of my clients also get a mobile application or a mobile marketing plan to further their credibility and their visibility in this platform. And all of that package together takes us about 3 to 4 months to complete from start to finish. And when they finish with us, they are literally incredibly visible.
Wow, it sounds like a one-stop shop. Awesome.
It is.
So, Sean, when you say the 4 main, which do you consider the 4 main?
Well, I consider the 4 main as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Most of my clients are looking to be on national stages. So they need to be visible on certain kinds of platforms where the reporters are, where their target demographics are. And most of them are coaches, they're speakers, or they're authors. And those particular platforms are the ones that give them the most leverage and the most bang for our marketing dollar. Because we do, we leverage the marketing capabilities with the demographics that we research that we can get to on those particular platforms.
Cool. Great,
Awesome.
great platform to, I mean, it's a one-stop shop where they can get everything, and it's for the right people, for authors and coaches. Wow. Love
Mhm.
it.
But you know, we've got both
Thank
areas
you.
of the market out there. We got the DIYers and the people that actually need things completely done for them.
For
Mm.
them to do.
So
And that's a personal thing. In all honesty, I started trying to teach and show people why, because I'm an educator at heart. And my biggest issue with that is that people would pay me, and this is just an integrity thing. People would pay me to learn what to do, and they wouldn't do it. And I know that I shouldn't be concerned, but I do. I take that to heart. I don't want people to pay me for anything and not use it. So I'd rather just do it for you. And I know it'll be done. You'll do it right. And maybe you'll go ahead and launch. But I know that what I've done for you will work and it'll be done right. Versus you paying me $1,000 to teach you everything and you just have it sitting on a hard drive.
Yeah, but that's why there's, well, in new programs, we have created the accountability partner, because there's always someone who's like, well, I got the kids, so I got a huge family problem and everything sits on the back burner. But if you have an accountability partner and those calls, like we're meeting every Wednesday at whatever o'clock, it keeps people motivated to like, okay, I got to get my stuff together. But yes, they are also the kind that don't like to do the DIY, and that's why they go with you.
I think accountability partners is a pretty, that's a very good idea, Gracie Ruth. Now, is that a service that you offer?
Once we have a course, we pair with accountability partners to check in on each other every week. How you doing? What's your question? And then we meet on, on a weekly basis on a call, and people ask their questions. I have a problem with this, or I have a question with, X, Y, and Z. And that keeps them active, keeps them motivated to keep going. Keep going uphill, because it doesn't get any easier. Just it's like going hiking. You got a plan, and you got to get there, and the only way to do it is by taking action.
So, ladies, and for our viewers, I want to find out, do either of you offer affiliate programs?
Not at this time. Not yet.
Okay.
No.
All right. So let's talk about what made you guys get into this. So how'd you get into this, Gracie?
I was in real estate for many years. I was doing the marketing for the properties, and for many, many years, and I was happy with that. But there was a time when I was just, I lost the interest. I lost the spark of doing real estate, and I wanted to try something new. So I started as a Beachbody coach, because I gained a lot of weight and I needed to, help myself get back into good health. So after I lost 40 pounds, I started helping people build a team, and started helping other women lose weight, get their self-esteem, be healthy again. And then I started teaching them about social media and marketing and graphics. And then I'm like, wow, this is what I really like. And then I went to B School, and then to Kimra Luna's Be True brand new course. And here I am. So one thing led to another.
So what do you like about it? What is fun about teaching people branding? What keeps you in it? What drives you?
It's for me, it's a creative way to show them you are a beautiful person. You are already a brand. You just have to see yourself. It's like taking like a mask off and seeing you are beautiful. Let me show you how to brand you, how to tell people that you are different from the crowd. So it's been a great experience for me. I like it when I help people and they tell me, oh, this is so amazing. So it's so rewarding when they tell me that they're they found their brand, they found themselves, they found their true calling.
So it's about the people.
Yes, helping
because
people.
You used to do the Beachbody coach thing, and so you're not doing that anymore?
No, I'm too busy to do it.
Wonderful. So Sean, what made you go this direction? How did you get into the entrepreneur? I don't know why I'm struggling with that word. Yeah, have you ever looked at a word sometimes and you just felt like you couldn't pronounce it, like it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Can you hear me? Okay, great. So what happened was I jumped into entrepreneurship after I have 4 babies, and they were growing up without me. Corporate America kept demanding more and more and more and more of my time. And it's just like my babies, I would leave home at 6 a.m. and not get home till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night sometimes, just because I'm the boss. And, every new department was meeting me all the time. It's just too much. So I had to make a decision whether I was going to keep making someone else rich or leverage those tools and just do something myself. And I decided to choose my family over corporate America. Well, how I grew my business, I had a marketing agency that did not market. The way that I grew my business was I networked. I would go to 2 networking events per week. And my goal would be to meet 10 people at each event because I had to get home. So in doing that, I got to talk to a lot of people. And when you talk to a lot of people and you hear the same thing, of course, it's easier to network with women because we can always find something to start a conversation with a woman about. Oh, you have on nice shoes. Oh, I like your hair. Where did you get your purse? Things of that nature. So it's easier for me to talk to women. Everyone kept saying the same thing. How do you do this with a husband who don't support you? How do you do this when all of your friends are still in corporate and you're the only entrepreneur? Why, how do you do this when your children don't understand that you're not working outside, but you're working at home, so they have to keep the kitchen clean? I was hearing a lot of the same things from a lot of these women, and I would find myself, we're not talking business, we're just talking life.
Right.
So that's how Entrepreneur Her came about. You really just have to think differently as a woman. No, my house does not stay pristine clean. It can't because I'm busy. Yes, I have to go out and get some help when I need grocery shopping. I can't do all of the sweet teas and the Girl Scout parties and all of that good stuff because I have to work. It's a different journey as an entrepreneur. So Entrepreneur Her came about as a movement to help women see that they're not the only ones, that they can actually get together with other entrepreneurs in a room and learn from each other, collaborate with each other, and build synergistic relationships. One of the things that I do in my marketing agency is I try to align businesses that are synergistic so that we can cross-promote, cross-pollinate.
Oh.
And that's what Entrepreneur Her does. So I'm not of that model where they tell you, especially in the online marketing sphere, of find a niche, stay in that niche. So I only work with plumbers, or I'm only going to work with, taxi drivers or whatever. No, what makes my business different is that I'll go out and I'll find that baker who's amazing. And then I'll find an HVAC company that's amazing. And then I'll have the HVAC promote the baker, who then the baker can now promote the HVAC to their list. They cross-pollinate. Now you have a dual list.
Yes.
With synergistic businesses. That makes more sense to me. That's how you build community. That's how you grow a local market.
Right.
When you help small businesses that have synergy to leverage each other's business and offer more value. Who wants to get a HVAC networking email every week? But if you're that HVAC is offering you a discount over here on this bakery in the neighborhood, you might open it.
Very good point, Sean. Very good point. And I got to tell you, on the heels of having said that, just because it fits so perfectly with what you said, at my virtual networking group, which happens at 3 p.m. today, and that's on Zoom, my presenter today is Reverend Stephen B. Henry, PhD, and he is a WordPress developer and wizard. And his presentation today is going to talk about link sharing.
Oh,
Yes. So everybody talks about how, well, let's just say that the debate rages on about whether you should or should not link share. And he's going to bring a very different perspective, which really falls along the lines of what you were just saying, Sean, to our meeting today. And he's going to talk about how to create link sharing through building your friends network on your website. So maybe you would have a blog that's categorized as friends, or a link box that would be categorized as friends. And so it's going to be very interesting, but I think that it's very similar to what you're talking about, Sean, is people getting together and promoting each other.
right. It's like when you go to a bridal show, you have the cake, you have the flowers, you have the DJ. Everything's there together, and they work together.
Yes.
Great idea.
So I put that link in there we don't have any viewers in here at the moment, but I put that link in there for anybody who would like to join us this afternoon. So, Grace, go ahead, Gracie.
I'm sorry, I have a question for Sean. Sean, your current clients, are they full-time authors or coaches, or they're still in the corporate job?
No, my clientele is full-time entrepreneurs. That's a criteria. There is a criteria to work with me. You have to have been in business at least 3 years. You have to have employees that you actually pay, corporate structure, all that good stuff. So yeah, they're full-time entrepreneurs.
Okay, so you wouldn't get anyone who's brand new, fresh with an idea.
I don't particularly like to deal with startups.
Okay. Okay, good.
I need proven results because my platform is building credibility.
Right.
And how can I build credibility for someone who doesn't have any yet?
Right.
So that doesn't really align.
It makes sense. Yes.
So let's talk about that. When you're working with startups, for example, do you find that part of that reason maybe that you're not so interested in working with startups is project creep? Project creep, like where you're supposed to do a project, but then they keep adding pieces onto the project, and the project keeps getting bigger and bigger, and maybe it's not what you bid.
In all honesty, my issue is that people are not ready for real business. Mm-hmm. So they haven't done their due diligence and even understanding and articulating to me very clearly what it is the goal is. It's idea centric. It is dream centric. And I honestly am not that person. I am very straightforward. I am very project oriented. And now I have one person that I work with who is brand new, but she has 28 years in the corporate business, and she's bringing that she's starting a business based on her 28 years.
Okay.
That makes sense because she's not coming to me with, I can bake really well and I want to start a baking business. And they were a hairdresser for 30 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I need a level of professionalism, a level of skin in the game, a level of credibility in what you're offering before we can even get started. You got to give me something to work with. Most of the clients I work with, they're just so busy that they don't have time to market, and they're doing great work, but nobody knows they exist.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Sean, what kind of advice can you give those startups that need to get to the point where they can work with somebody like you? What are the top 1 or 2 or 3 items that you can tell them that will get them there? What should they focus on?
I would focus on a real business plan. I still believe in written business plans. I don't think that we leverage the tools that we're given for free. In every city, there's a SCORE. SCORE is a plethora of knowledge. There are people there that have been in business for years. They're retired or they, stop doing their business so they can pour back into you. You have to have corporate structure. You have to have basic business things set up. It is not just enough to start printing some business cards online and saying I'm in business. There are certain things that you have to take into effect. You have to set your corporate structure up appropriately not being a sole proprietor, have the business level stuff taken care of. Actually have a business plan. Actually know who you want to sell to, and know everybody with skin is not an answer that I want to get. Everybody with glass that wears glasses is not enough.
Mm.
So the generalization, really, read a couple of business books. Come to a professional with these are some concrete questions, and these are some things I need to know. So utilize the tools that are available. Start with your small business association. Get involved with SCORE. Really talk to you. Find a mentor. Even Warren Buffett has a coach. Tony Robbins has people in his circle that help him. You can't do this alone. You have to leverage the things that are interested in fingertips. Google it.
Right. Yeah, Google it. Yes.
So I have to tell you, Sean, that I am a certified SCORE mentor, by the way, and I am amazed that you just said that. So for anybody watching this call or watching this replay, there is a SCORE, SCORE, in your area, and that is one of the things that they do, is they help you put together a business plan.
Mm-hmm.
And they have amazing people that are retired executives that help coach startups. So yes, go check out your local SCORE group.
Right. And it used to be that a long time ago, it used to be that when a business plan was if you want to put a brick and mortar business plan, but now it's for online business. It's not just for a brick and mortar or a place where you're selling actual physical products. It's also for online products. It's also for marketing. Mm-hmm. You have to have a plan, a map to follow. Okay, these are the steps that I need to follow to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, and you should look at it at least once a month. And a plan, any plan that is not written is just a plan.
Right. It's like going on a trip to New York. You need a plan. You need a map. Where are you gonna start?
Mm-hmm.
And where you gonna stay, and where you gonna eat, and what time do we get out? All of that is told in your business plan. You gotta have an exit strategy. What is the plan? Are you gonna? Yeah, this is my issue. This is my issue with it's not doing real business. This is what I train my ladies. If you are a part of my entrepreneur movement, you will get more than business 101. We're gonna start with business 101, but if you're connected with me 6 months and you're still asking me what you should put on your business card, unfortunately, it's not gonna be a very nice response. It's like, come on. We have to up level. It is time to stop playing business and then be in business.
Sabrina, how did you put this image here? I like it.
It's a new lab thing, and but it doesn't save it for the recordings. But now you can drop a URL in the seat area, and so that is the URL to register today for the 3 p.m. networking event that I have going on. This is virtual networking. We use Zoom. And we treat virtual networking just exactly like regular in-person networking. So we use a Zoom room. So you come into a private room. We can have up to 50 people in the room, live on video and audio. We do a brief 20-minute presentation, business building presentation of some kind, business or personal presentation. Today it'll be Reverend Stephen B. Henry talking about gaining SEO juice through building your friends network on your website. And then after that, we follow with introductions of everybody in the room, and we exchange contact information via the chat that people are actually able to download and save and reach out to each other with.
Great.
So on networklivevirtually.com, we currently have 4 virtual networking groups a week that are happening. We have a new one coming soon on Friday, and we have 2 more possibilities in the wings. We are, of course, always looking for hosts that are really looking to expand their circle of influence and meet others around the world.
Great idea. I like it.
It is an approval process for hosts. But yeah, hey, I would love it if you ladies came and attended or even considered doing some kind of a presentation. For our groups, we're always looking for presenters.
Okay. And is this what time? 3 p.m. Eastern time or?
3 p.m. Eastern today. You can actually click on that, I believe, and it will open in a new tab the link.
Yes, I did. I did.
Yeah, this is a new Blab thing.
So in the square, you type your link, and that's where.
Mhm.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, I put my link in the square. There's some more Blab stuff coming on. I can't figure out why we have this horrible echo today, though. Gracie, do you have a set of headphones?
Yeah, but they're not handy.
She's the only one who doesn't have the echo. So why do we have the echo, Sean, you and I? I don't know if that.
I'm using my Blue Jedi microphone. I don't know if that's a difference or.
Huh. No, I don't think so. Interesting. So, ladies, of course, feel free again to put your links in the chat and make sure that I have them so that when I do the replay for this, we will use those links to link back to your site so that people who view our interviews today and get an opportunity to know you and develop that like and that trust feel, or maybe even want to find out more about you, that they actually have some place to go to do that, because that's really my goal at Network Live TV, which is weekdays at 11 a.m. My goal this year is to try to introduce our audience or even our members to 1,000 new people. So we have got amazing collaborations that are happening all over the world, but I want people to be able to just come to these replays, find out who you are, and get to know you, and then if they want to seek you out for, your services, your business, then they certainly can do that. So, and that is all that we're about, and that's what our goal is.
Awesome goal. I like it.
Thank you. So, Gracie, you work with more of the DIY group,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes, I like to work with the DIY because I like to hold their hand and walk with them and show them. I'm more of a nurture, help you walk along to create something, to be creative.
Okay. And Sean, you work predominantly with those that are established and need that marketing hand.
Yes, in my actual business, but my do-it-yourselfers are in the Entrepreneur group.
Okay. Did you want to put that? Oh, you did. You put that group in there. Okay. And Gracie Ruth, do you have a group as well?
Yes, let me put it.
And ladies, before we run out of time, I want to find out what you guys do for fun. Sean, what do you do for fun and relaxation?
I dance.
You dance?
I dance.
What kind of dancing?
I love line dancing, and this is the thing what Gracie said earlier. Gracie Ruthie was talking about, people want to hang out with me, whatever. If I get on my Facebook page and I say, hey, I'm going to see this movie. It came out. I'm going to be at Cobb at 11 o'clock. You guys should stop by. Man, I did that once. It was 35 people showed up.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Wow.
Just because I said I was going to the movie. Then I was like, I love to dance. And there's this event that comes through Atlanta once a month where there's 3,000, 4,000 people dancing to old 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s music. And I love that. So I was like, hey, ladies, you want to go? Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. So that's the kind of stuff that we do. We do salsa dancing. My new friends are my entrepreneurs.
Ah, I like that. So most of your people are local people.
Because I host local events.
Okay.
This is where I network.
Great.
So this is where they can actually put their hands on me. But in a group, we have people all over the world. UK, Australia, all over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. Too bad I don't live close by, so I can join you. I also like to dance. I also love to dance. It's fun, and it's a different way to exercise without the word workout.
Exactly. I just bought 5 from Beachbody.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's really awesome.
So, Sean, what is the event that comes once a month? I haven't even heard of that anywhere.
Well, it's Entrepreneur Her. So Entrepreneur Her, I have a big event, and I do it. Y'all know nothing I do is going to be boring. So it's at a museum with dinosaurs, huge dinosaurs everywhere.
Oh.
So that's where I hold my event. Yes, it'll be this Saturday, March 26th at the Fernbeck Museum in Atlanta, Georgia, from 10 to 3. I have 11 fabulous speakers that come and they share to women. It's no pitch. It is all inspiration. It is all to share the things that they've been through that help them catapult their success. So that's what it's all. It's a no pitch event. It really is all about encouragement and inspiration and sisterhood. I believe in that.
Sounds like a great event to go to. And is this once a month or is just once a year? Or
so the big event, the big one that we have at Fernbank is 3 times a year. I do it every quarter. I do it in March, in June, and in September. I don't do anything fourth quarter because we're busy. It's Christmas time as women. So I don't do anything fourth quarter. My small events that are monthly are brunches. They only hold 40 people, and they're very intimate, and we get very personal. So the women that come to that particular small brunch that we have in Buckhead, they come with their personal marketing questions. I answer their questions. If they need some support, they get that there. They're able to network. It really is more specific to, and it's not free. They do pay because I don't believe that free has value.
right.
So they pay, but they also leave with so much marketing insight, so many different connections, and it's all about connecting them. If you come and you say, hey, I need this ABC, somebody in the room will know. And if they don't know, then I'll go and I'll find out for you what you need.
You're a great resource to know yes.
See, that's exactly why I do this, ladies. Right there, because it's so fun to introduce people to each other.
Right.
Yes.
And I can't wait, Gracie, to introduce people to you that will actually be in need of the DIY help with their branding, because those people are out there. And I can't wait to introduce people to Sean that actually need a full service marketing plan.
Right. Yes.
Gracie, what about you? Do you have anything local that you're doing that you want to tell us about?
No, not yet. I'm thinking of doing something local, but that's something that I want to implement next, for the next quarter. I haven't even thought, plan on how to put it together, but after seeing Sean and her great success of bringing people together and empowering them, wow, I want to do something like that.
See, look at that. Sean, you've motivated Miss Gracie Root.
Yes, yes.
Your events that you have with the speakers now, are all your speakers local, or do you bring anybody virtually in?
We haven't done anything virtually yet, but I do have speakers that fly in for this event.
You know what would be nice if you live stream a little bit so that you can give a little taste to people who are out of town or couldn't make it. You just show them a little, like a little peek of your event, and then
we will. We'll be doing some Facebook Live. We'll be doing some Periscope.
Oh, cool.
It won't be the full event, but you'll be able to get a taste of what you're missing. We do need a clinic sponsor.
Oh.
Because it's that kind of an event. It is so hard because you never know, man. I was talking to a lady in South Carolina. She called me and she said, I want to speak on the platform. And first of all, my platforms are not free. My speakers pay me to get in front of my audience. So she was willing to, pay the money to speak. And her story was amazing. She's a multi-million-dollar leadership coach. But her story, what she went through, you would just never imagine. She went through a Craigslist forward. You would never imagine this little bitty, well-kept, millionaire-making woman had that. That's in her past. And that's why I do this. Because women think that because of what they went through, that it stops what they're going through.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah. Ladies, our time is up for today. I thank you both very much for being here. And I will send you the link for the replay when it's up. And you'll have the opportunity to let me know if there's any editing that I need to do on your text portion of your introductions, which will be on the replay. Of course, you're always invited to join me at Virtual Networking, 3 p.m. Eastern, every Tuesday. And there are other virtual networkings on the site that you can just go check out anytime that you would like. I, of course, invite you, if you would like to do a presentation for our group. It's about 20 minutes. It is virtual. And reach out to me if that's something that you're interested in. I want to say thank you and remind our audience that we are here weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. And so we'll have 2 new folks to introduce them to tomorrow.
Great. Sabrina, thank you so much for the opportunity. And Sean, it was great meeting you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, ladies. And
Yes, great meeting you too, and thank you, Sabrina.
I'm going to just pause our recording.